Hey, church family, thanks for joining us for today's Daily Connection video right in the middle of the week. We are just going to look at one verse today, but an important verse today, not just for the implications for Zacchaeus in the story, but there are also really great implications for you and for me that could challenge us, could certainly challenge us in our thought and in our faith. So let's just look at this verse. Chapter 19, verse 7, Zacchaeus has already been called down out of the tree, and Jesus has told him that he wants to go with him. And here it says, and when they saw it, they all grumbled. They are the other Jews, the people who are standing around. They all grumbled. He has gone in to be the guest of a man who is a sinner. So once again, in case you haven't realized it yet, Zacchaeus is hated. These people can't stand Zacchaeus, and for right reason. The religious people can't stand him because he's such a great sinner. By great sinner, I mean a really, really bad sinner. The common man can't stand him because he steals from them every year huge amounts of money and lines his own pockets with them. No one likes this guy. And so whenever they see Jesus wanting to go to Zacchaeus' house, they're thinking, man, what in the world is Jesus doing with this sinner? They did not believe that Zacchaeus deserved anything that Jesus had to offer because he was such an awful person. But Jesus wasn't looking at any of that. No, Jesus was just looking at Zacchaeus. And the reality is, the truth is, that none of us deserve what Jesus has to offer. You see, Jesus did not come just for good people or religious people or common people. Jesus came for all people. And there's probably times that I know that I have before, looked and seen people whose lives were just horrible. They made horrible decisions. They were just in the depths of sin, and there seemed no way for them to come out. And it can even create anger for us at times when those situations affect us. And oftentimes we may look and say, well, they're hopeless. No one can save them. And shame on us. Shame on me. Shame on you if we look at people and think that. No, because our God can save anyone. Jesus can save anyone. No one is hopelessly lost. The creator of all things can save all those who he desires to save. And I hope as we are inching up closer to the Christmas season, right? We are right here. Christmas is right here. I hope that you remember that Jesus, as we celebrate his birth, did not come just for you and for me. He did not come just for people who are like you and me. But Jesus came for all who are lost. And maybe you and I in this time can find it within ourselves to offer love and joy to those people who we may have thought are hopelessly lost, just like Jesus offered love, joy, and grace to you and to me. So our author gives us a couple of questions for us to look at. The first is, when are you tempted to see others as hopelessly lost? When has there been times when you've looked at others as hopelessly lost? And the second question, how will you show kindness to someone who is marginalized or outcast? Do you have people in your life who are marginalized and outcast? I'm going to answer that for you. Yes, you do. And we all have people in our lives who are marginalized and outcast, who are different from us, who live very different lives from us. I've challenged you to show love and joy and grace to them. How are you going to do that? Church family, as you're working that out, as you're figuring out when and how you're going to do it, maybe doing that as a family, I want you to know that we love you and we're praying for you.